Alrighty everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. We are now on episode 5 of our Wandavision series. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. We are now officially halfway / over halfway, which is exciting. I hope we've been enjoying the series so far. I absolutely have been. Yeah, I will give a heads up that I just watched episode 7 the other day. And there will be 2 episodes out when we build or do our video series on that one. Just a little heads up. So that's something exciting to look forward to next week. Yeah. Alright. I do want to say... Wait, is that next week or the week after? I've lost track of what my days are anymore. Anyway, point is there'll be 2 episodes that one out. So that's exciting. Alright. So, episode 5. Let's talk about it. What's happened? Let's see what we're at. We're still in the sitcom. We've gone back to the sitcom. It's set in the 80s, which is quite cool. Wanda had her babies last episode. She had Tommy and Billy, not Timmy and Tommy. What? That's Animal Crossing. Oh no. But she had her babies last episode, and she yeeted out Geraldine. If you remember that, at the end of the episode, we did see the aftermath of that, and we actually saw, like, where she went and what happened and all that kinds of fun stuff. But yeah, so this week, the babies have aged up, actually. They literally went from babies to, like, 10, just, like, in a matter of seconds. While Agnes was there at their house, by the way, and she didn't even, like, blink. She was like, okay, this is normal. That's not normal, ma'am. That is not normal at all. Why is that not weird to you? Anyway, so yeah, the kids aged up. Now they're talking. They're, actually significant rather than just being babies that just poop their pants or whatnot. Oh, I do also want to quickly mention this house is not going to be the most accurate. Looking back at it now, I am quite disappointed with how it turned out. And I know I could have put more detail in it, but I kind of wasn't really in a building mood that day. I did struggle quite a bit trying to figure out what to do, but I tried my best anyway. There weren't that many angles to work with realistically, so I just kind of did what I could, and yeah. So, the kids have aged up. Now they're actual children. They, there's this scene where they're in the kitchen, on the right of where we are right now, in the kitchen, and they're like in front of the sink and they're looking really suspicious, real suspicious. And it's actually because they're hiding a dog. They found a dog and they decided to keep it. So they asked Wanda and she was like, yeah, okay, this is normal. Yeah, let's keep a dog. So they named the dog Sparky. Sparky is very cute. However, he went missing, which is really unfortunate. So they spend like the episode looking for the dog, because he's missing. They don't know where he is. It's kind of sad though that they brought him so early and then he just went missing, but it's what it is, Vision goes back to work. We see him back at work again. He's with Norm. He's speaking to Norm. He's like, seeing how his day is going, whatnot. But this time he actually does like properly talk to him. And what I mean by that is he actually he does that temple touch thing. And he kind of like gets them out of the trance that they're in. So he's talking to Norm. And Norm starts like panicking, like visibly panicking. And he's like, you have to help us. You have to stop here. And he's like, what? He doesn't question who it is or anything. But as viewers, we automatically assume that it's about Wanda. At this point, I have no reason to believe that it's not about her. She does have some very interesting ways to go about things. Very interesting concepts and ways to handle situations. But that's her life, not mine. I'm not judging. But yeah, he says, you have to stop her. And then, yeah, like I said, we all assume that it's about Wanda. And I think Vision does too. He doesn't comment on it, but he does, take concern to it. He does get a little bit, I guess he mentally takes a note. Maybe that's what I'll say. He takes a mental note of it. Then, like not long after that conversation, He's still at work. And his work, someone else in his workplace gets an email from Sword. Remember Sword from last week? How I mentioned Sword was a thing. Sword, if you don't watch the last week's at one, is what Shield once was. And they managed to get through an email somehow, and his work just thinks it's a big jerk, and they laugh it off. They didn't comment anything about it. They didn't look into it. They didn't see where it came from. They didn't try and, send an email back or whatnot. But they sent through an email. I don't remember what the email said, but it was concerning enough to the point where Vision was like, well, hang on. What? What's going on here? And he's clearly starting to question his reality of like, is everything what it seems to be? Or am I just being played? Am I just, is this real life? Or is this just fantasy? No, sorry. But it's true though, he doesn't know. At the end of the episode, I'm sure I'm missing very important stuff, but at the end of the episode, I do want to mention, if you watch this one, this episode got a lot of people talking, specifically because of the end. And at the end of this episode, there's like a knock at the door, or like the doorbell rings or whatnot. As they're like, who's that? And Wanda's like, I don't know, I didn't ask for anyone. Or like, she didn't summon anyone in her brain, as though we've been expecting her to do this whole time. Who's at the door? Just, no biggie, it's just Pietro. After he was subtly mentioned last week, now he's here. However, it's not the Pietro that we know. We know Pietro from, as being her brother, obviously. I mean, he is a brother. He still is. But we know him from Age of Ultron, which is when Monica / Geraldine mentioned him a few weeks ago. / last week as well, I think. And now he's just here, even though he's dead. But it's not him. It's not the MCU version. It's the X-Men version, which is kind of interesting because now it opens this whole concept of like, well, hang on. If he's here, who else is here? Or who else has the possibility to be here? And I've got so many theories about where this could go, and many people do. But I think, honestly, because I was writing notes as I was watching, I think this directly correlates or ties into / hints at where Doctor Strange 2 was going, which is all about the multiverse, which is something that's been hinted at as a possibility for a while. But yeah. However, I do want to just mention, if you're not aware, Disney does officially own the rights to Deadpool. I'm not saying they're gonna put him in there, but it's definitely a possibility now. Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. But then it's also like, well, hang on, if they do that, why didn't she do it sooner? Then, open the multiverse, but also, how did she do it? Did she get the reality stone? Is this something more powerful than that? Is this just whatever powers that she has? What happened? How did she? There's so much stuff that we still don't know. Even as I said, I've literally just watched episode 7 and I still don't have the answers. I have no idea. This show just keeps getting so much more stuff. And it's just very interesting. But I'm having so much fun watching it and chatting about my theories and seeing all the theories online. But yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comments down below. Tell me what your theories are. I'll leave some screenshots here at the end of the video, as I usually do. And yeah, I will see you all next week for the next episode. And we will discuss episode 6 and 7. 3 videos technically out next week. So I'm going to do one on Monday / Sunday. So that's one on Monday, one on Wednesday, and one on Friday, which would be one on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And yeah, like I said, that's gonna be where I leave it. So I hope you had fun watching this. I will see you all next time. Goodbye!